ago probably. I wanted
Hmm.
to understand a little bit more on if you could lay out how a new build was cost effective over, say, a distressed house. That's how everybody else is doing it with co-living. I
Yeah.
know you guys put a bunch of systems in place, but it's still kind of foreign to me on, you know, how that is cost effective.
Well,
It's
actually, I could start on this one if you want me
yeah.
to.
Yeah, go for it.
So I think the easiest way of doing it is you have spec builders who go and they build homes and then they turn around and sell them for a profit. And so we're building it, but then keeping that profit from the get-go.
Okay. Thank you. I haven't grasped that insight at all for a year. So,
And then I could go on for another 10 minutes on different things, but then
yeah.
I might get boring.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it depends too how close you are. Like there's a couple layers in the build. Like if we manage the subs directly, it would be even more, it'd be very like the person that managed it probably cleared 100K on it,
Okay.
like who had direct
And
contact with the subs.
and if you had done a distressed house, I mean, the building's already there, you could have cleaned it up. Would it be more profit or not?
It
Um,
could be,
yeah.
but there are way too many variables. And so, one of our properties, we bought it, and somehow it ended up with a septic tank, and we didn't even know that. I don't know how that slipped through the cracks. It hasn't been an issue, but it's just one of those things. I've never gone and bought properties, and I go and ask, "Is there a septic tank?" Because they're just 99% of the time there's not, and that just can be compounded with so many different variables.
Yeah. And it's also that like once you have the team for the builds, like we can buy on market land and just build it and it still makes sense. Where to find a true quality deal that you have to flip, it's like how much time, money, like just effort overall to find that fix and flip deal where and you're gonna have unknown issues and there's a lot less curveballs on the new build as well.
Talk about that land. You said Reeves is next to like 50,000 students at the university, and I forget how many thousand at the medical center. How did you guys find that great, you know, land?
Well, that's the thing at the moment in Houston, it's abundant.
Okay.
Like there's a couple, one of them that you might see photos of us like posting is one of them we even bought a property and just demoed the house and it's still pencils.
Wow.
So, I mean, I think it's like that in a good amount of metros right now.
And Houston, I remember compelling reasons to invest in Houston. Texas, what are the constraints on Texas these days as far as investors?
Property tax.
Property taxes, yeah.
It's then maybe a little bit of insurance, but like as long as you're like where we're at, there's no insurance issues at all. It's pretty decent. But property tax is like the main thing you'll hear people not happy about.
Okay. What were the challenges in Reeves? Because it was your first new build, co-living in sub two, and I kind of slid in there. Um,
Yeah.
so it was like your first, you know, embarkment onto a new path. Like, what were your challenges you had to overcome?
We didn't really have many. LD, what would you say? It was really the loan. Like the loan, the build loan, it is hard. We wouldn't call it easy to qualify. Like
Yeah.
this one,
And
literally they mailed it across the country to the different partners in our main entity for wet signatures with the notary, and then it had to go to the next and to the so there's like four different states for this loan.
and then this wasn't much of an issue for us, but I think the biggest issue that people will run into is finding a good contractor.
Yeah.
Mhm. Because there's a lot that'll say they can do it. Like, oh yeah, I'll build you this XYZ, give me a $30,000 deposit. But I mean, next thing you know, they could be in Canada or
And you guys
Mexico.
interviewed a bunch of teams, didn't you? And really put them through rigor.
Yeah, and then we also got references of people they've built for and like called those as well. Like looked it up, made sure like we traced the ownership and the property, all of it, make sure it's
And
legit.
we toured the properties as well.
Oh, nice. That's good. Let's see. Padsplit. Well, one thing I do love how there's no living room. There's like 10 rooms and 10 bathrooms, right? And two kitchens. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. I mean, that's co-living, right? So
hmm
it's so inviting to the quote member, who lives there.
It's funny at a meetup we held in Jacksonville last week because there's this recent wave right now of like different types of co-living. And I think it's good. It just depends on the investor what their goals are. But they said something is Emmanuel that works for Padsplit, and he said nothing good happens on couches.
Yeah.
And so like some people they want larger community space, but I think it does you need to make sure your team can manage that because there are going to be new issues and variables at play.
Interesting. Let's see. What made you go with Padsplit? I know early on it was a consideration. Hey, maybe we'll find our own quote tenants, but now it's on Padsplit. Just curious.
Yeah, so I know I we hear all different alternatives every single day. Um, Nonprofit, sober living, assisted living, but we haven't found something that compares to Padsplit there that'll just fill it. It's like we'd have to hire a whole new person on our team to be the direct liaison with all these alternatives.
Mhm.
And I think it like both are solving a problem, like affordable housing. Um, but Padsplit, I mean, Reeves, I think it's 4 out of the 10 rooms filled already, and it's
Oh,
been
yay.
like 18 days or something.
That's so great. Wow.
Where
Um,
it's like we even when we were in Houston filming with Pace last month, we invited nonprofits to come and look at it, and they couldn't do anything with it.
oh, really? Too expensive for them, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, what are your plans with partners? The partners on that one, because I imagine it would be similar for your next projects.
Mhm.
You're starting to rent it with members of Padsplit. When do you think partners might see cash flow or, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so fairly soon. Like they say on any pad split or honestly any co-living, like the first 6 months, you wait for it to stabilize. Like people move in, out, see who gets along. But as soon as there's cash flow, let's see, in that operating agreement, we have a $20,000 reserve. And then
Okay.
Rhonda, she oversees this directly, but well, we're in the middle of a refi too. One thing that's pretty cool, Rhonda knows a lot more detail on this, but Patty, when we showed that to you in May, the ARV was 520. Guess what it appraised for?
I'll guess 620.
636.
Ooh, okay.
So we're Rhonda's figuring out all those logistics, like how that capital is classified for the K1s and everything. But yeah, once it's stabilized and we see that, on a monthly basis, the cash flow, there's I don't know, 70% stabilization, then Rhonda will start the distributions.
Okay. So in less than a year, it went up more than 100 grand in value.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's beautiful. How do the neighbors feel about it? It's kind of a tall structure next door.
I mean, it's a good area. You could see here, I'm going to show this. I'll screen share real quick. You probably won't be able to hear the audio because I saw Brandon wanted to see it. You'll be able to see some of the neighbors. Oh, come on. I don't know if it'll let me play it. Hmm. Yeah, I
Is
don't think it'll
that the
let me.
video with pace?
We don't have that one yet.
Oh, okay.
We should be
Okay.
getting it soon. All right, there it is. So here's the
Yeah,
video.
really cool.
You'll be able to see some of the neighbors in it. There's definitely new developments happening around. and then some are very beat up, like it is in that gentrification stage.
Okay.
I'm showing, yeah, Brandon, it's here now.
Love that shower head.
But yeah, the medical center, Patty, you probably heard us say it before. It is the largest in the US, over
Wow.
100,000 employees.
Wow.
And so we're like, I think it's barely 2 or 3 miles from it.
Wow. Yeah, you said walking
And
distance.
that
What?
it's so
Of
gorgeous.
of
Yeah.
UH.
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
yeah, really close to this one. On these
Um,
future deals, we're tailoring our buy box even more picky to be really close to the red line, the big metro.
yes, I saw that, and that's really exciting. So this that would be your third, wouldn't it? New build with that you're tailoring to medical folks?
Um, well, we have if you include Reeves, we have five in different
Oh, five.
stages.
Wow. Okay, good for you guys. That's awesome. On Reeves, sorry, my last question. So as far as the partners in it, we're just gonna grow with it? Any sense like down the road plans? I have no idea.
Yeah, yeah, like that. When do you get your money back, basically? Like the principal. The target that we say is 5-ish years when we
Okay.
expect a refi that could handle that type of, like, I guess, redistribution. Um, I mean, if the current trend stays in place, it could be faster. Like interest rates are coming down a little more, like a new Fed chair's coming in. And so it could be sooner. And what we'll do is a voting style based on equity.
Okay. And when you refi, would partners depart with their principal or do they stay in it? I don't know. Some deals you stay in it.
So so let's run a hypothetical. Once we hit the 5-year mark, we vote, say, hey, do we want to refi? Do we want to sell? I'm always going to be biased to keep it, but let's say it's worth 900,000 and we can pay back all the principal. You'll maintain that ownership. So
Nice.
you'll have
Yeah.
gotten cash flow along the way, you'll get your principal
Okay.
back, and you'll maintain, I don't recall your percent off the top of my head, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what hooked me in there was just the whole how great a job you guys were navigating everything and anyway, it's beyond my expectations. So I really appreciate your hard work, your smart work.
No, it's been fun. We're gonna go out there, I think April, and check it out again.
Okay. I'm going to want to visit one of these days from the north.
Yeah. We're going in May,
Are you?
end of May for sure.
Okay. All
So
right.
you're
Hey, thank
welcome.
you so much for your time. I'll just tune in now. I've hogged the show here. So thank you
Yeah,
very much.
yeah. No worries. All right, I think Fran, you had your hand up.
I don't know why Zoom just does that to me. I turn around and my hand is up, and I'm like, why? Everywhere. I don't know if it's because I sit like this or I do something and it thinks I'm raising my hand. And so it constantly does that. But hi, guys. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. You
Yeah.
were you able to watch that video okay? Where
Not,
Rocky's showing the
I
Facebook and
haven't
all that?
had a chance to do it yet.
Okay.
So, but I got the grandkids here as you saw, and so, or maybe didn't see, but
Oh yeah, in the background running. I think I
yeah,
saw a little girl.
and my grandson. But anyway, so I'll check
Yeah.
it sure. But and then
Okay.
let me know when you're going because to Houston because I'd love to try to be there.
End of May. That's what
Okay.
it's looking like.
Jen told
So,
me she got to go and see you guys over at Drew Street.
oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, and then we rode with her to the meetup, Luke and I.
She told me.
Do we
All
have
right, let's see.
do we have dates yet? Sorry to cut you off, but do we have like exact dates yet for May?
Um, I don't think it's set in stone, but there, let me pull that sheet up. There's a proposal of I think it's like the 29th, Tarley Houston trip. Proposed date Saturday, May 30th.
Okay, cool. May 30th.
Yeah. Right. And then Garrett, I know you wanted to discuss some Florida new builds, right?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if Brandon rose his hand first. So if he wants to have the floor, go for it. I don't want
Okay,
to.
and then yeah, whoever we'll just do it order of whoever's hands up. We'll just go from there. What's up, Brandon?
Hey guys, nice to be here again. I've missed you.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's been a bit.
that the one that you showed me, what's that one called again?
Reeves.
Reeves. Reeves is looking gorgeous. I'm looking forward to ours looking like that. Or, it's own style, but looking
Yeah.
forward to its completion. I was wondering, who did you guys use for your who's your architect who designed the building?
Oh, I don't. I'd have to look, see the plans. I know there's a few, like when you work with Audrey or someone, they have access to different plans. We're modifying one, like different ones that we're looking at. Like our next project, it's gonna be North Houston. It'll have maybe a little porch in the front. We're probably gonna shrink it some, but things like that. It's gonna be more of a duplex style. So one level up top, one level bottom. Each will have a full kitchen.
Okay,
But
because I
but
was
even
kind of
those, yeah.
Yeah, I was wanting to design a fresh build like that, but I was wanting to make it like I was thinking a fourplex setup. So like you guys have the duplex as your backup plan. I was figuring doing something like a fourplex as a backup plan would make it easier for lenders to want to lend on.
Yeah. Yeah, like our next one, it'll be built as a duplex, and then we'll probably keep one of the rooms open on each floor. So it looks as if a living room for just simplicity on the DSCR. And then we'll probably just, throw a door on. Because it does help a lot more, like with the on that DSCR side.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I was kind of hoping to have a chat with your guys' architect and work that out, see how we can build that.
Yeah, I just that's more LD. I've never spoken to him before. I mean, there's a bunch that can do it. Like my brother's a you can even just talk with like Google draftsman. My brother's a draftsman.
Oh,
Um, I can give you his info. He can draw in any state in the country. And
oh,
then all
nice.
he
That'd
has
be
to do,
awesome.
like he does all the work, and then ultimately an engineer or whoever in the state, they just approve it. They look it over and approve it.
Nice. Yeah, I'd love his info. That sounds great.
Yeah, I'll throw it in the chat. All right, what's up, Garrett? You had your call?
I had my call, yeah, me and Tim this morning, and it went really good. I learned a lot, and we were able to ask some really good questions. I kind of just want to get your input on the information that I got from it. So they only do 7-7. They don't do 12-12. She's like, I don't know where we heard or where that got out, but they don't do 12-12. So it's only a 7-7. They have, so basically all you do is you put down the 20K non-refundable deposit, and they pick out the plot of land, and they do all that. And then at the end of the project is when the the payout is, I guess. Um, so I guess that was pretty nice. I like that. Um, the cash flow, I asked him about the cash flow, and Mercedes said anywhere between $1,400 to $1,800 for that 7-7. Um, no, I know like we try to like strive for that $2,000 mark.
Yeah.
But I think I think that was she said 190, and I gotta look at Padsplit's map because I think that's for a shared bathroom, not your own private bathroom. So I think the numbers might be a little higher on that end for the cash flow. when we do like when me and Tim kind of underwrite and we factor in with a private bathroom. Um, it has a warranty on it, a 210 warranty, which I didn't ask what the 210 was. I think it was like 2 years for cosmetic stuff, I think, and like 10 years for uh, something else. I can't remember. Um, but it seemed like a really good fast build between 100 to 120 days. The main difficulty that she said was like getting all the permits, and kind of that side of things. But like once everything's cleared, the build is pretty quick. Um, and she said it's around the like at the end of it, it's like around 250, 275
Yeah.
for everything.
Yeah, so the 1212, right. So Flight Builders builds in Florida. They've only done like two or three. I've walked one.
Hmm.
And then Sure Casa essentially daisy chains them. He'll slap a $50,000 fee and tells you he builds 7.7s, which is fine. Like, but that's the logistics. And so he's the one that has mentioned the 1212. So I guess it's not Flight Builder that would build it. I guess it'd be a different. So he's more like Sure Casa is like the developer, and then Flight Builders is the builder.
Hmm.
And so I guess Sure Casa has someone else that is willing to do the 1212. But
Okay.
it will come at a premium. Like he is going to add that fee on top.
Yeah. What do you think about a 7.7? Is that like too small?
What do you think, LD? Maybe I think our perception's skewed a little.
I know you guys are doing big 12 and stuff like that. So
I actually have kind of a strong opinion on that. Um, we're doing like the 12/12s. The cash flow is going to be incredible. And I mean, we'll have good long-term tenants because they have their own bathrooms. But when it comes to like a 7/7, you can't go wrong by putting less people in a house.
right.
So I definitely think like long-term tenants, they would probably do better in a
Yeah.
7/7.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
if the numbers pencil, it's
yeah.
going to be more conservative
Yeah.
for tenant turnover.
Yeah. No, that's very true. Um, I think I was maybe trying, I don't know. I think me and Tim were talking about it and I would sleep better at night. No, with less cash flow, but knowing that like we're not just gonna go get some single family home and turn it over to a pad or to a co-living. Um, I feel like there's so many problems that can come up with that. We're like this with the new construction, and thank you, Dustin, for like kind of putting it that way because I was scared originally to do it, but it just it makes way more sense. And you're forcing appreciation on it. And I asked that question too, and she's like, "Yeah, I mean, after the appraisal, sometimes it could be anywhere from like 275 to 320." So I don't know. It's definitely something that I think we're gonna follow through with.
And you know what? That's another thing. It's the cost to entry barrier is much lower for the 7/7. So I
Yeah,
think for you, I think it actually is wise to start with a 7/7 and then move up. That's kind of what Dustin and I started with single family. Then we moved up to small co-living and then the 10/10s. And we just it keeps getting easier to go bigger.
yeah. Hey,
But
so I have someone at my
also,
door right now. I'm so sorry.
no, you're fine.
No
But I was
worries.
just gonna say it's also a lot harder to start out with like a 12/12. It's like running before you walk.
Yeah, and the amount of capital to outlay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what's up, Devin?
What's up, man?
How'd
How
that
are
how'd that Georgia deal go?
you? It didn't.
Oh, okay. This is a
Yeah,
big one.
yeah, it was um, not having the right partners in place,
Mhm.
and that bit that that bit us in the ass.
A
Yeah.
partnership is the only ship that doesn't sail.
Yeah,
But I have really good partners, but that was trial and error.
yeah, I'm definitely in the trial and error phase. So we're we are pivoting and working on things up here in the East Tennessee area. Have more stuff going, and we're currently actually working with Chino out of Vegas and getting into the 501c3 stuff and trying to do more co-living and more affordable housing up here in the East Tennessee area. So
Nice.
we're working on that. Between that and I've gotten into RV parks. So it's my other partners, my mom and my other partner are focusing on that stuff, doing things around here with the 501c3s. And we're looking at commercial buildings as far as bigger, you know, older hotels, motels, stuff like that, that we can convert over and be able to house like homeless and do sober living and stuff like that.
Is sober living considered 501c3 or more homeless would go fall under that umbrella?
I think it's either as far as they both would,
Interesting.
because as far as like a lot of the homeless that are out there, a lot of them are dealing with a lot of addiction and stuff. And so they use that as, their ways to cope as far as dealing with their lives and stuff. So there's definitely a need, and is getting worse out here, especially with how the East Tennessee market's going. Knoxville in and of itself, they're saying we're going to be the number one relocation spot in the country this year. And we now have a lot of the nuclear energy and stuff coming out here. I'm going to have the first fusion nuclear energy reactor power plant in the world is going to be built about 15-20 minutes from my house. Bill Gates is backing that. So,
Nice.
um, but yeah, I wanted to check as far as see what all's going on with Decatur, where things stand on that, and where you guys see that going. I know you guys been, focused on Houston a lot. I know Decatur's kind of fallen by the wayside. So,
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah,
just operating.
yeah.
You've gotten your distributions, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
it's like a lot of Atlanta. It's not a high appreciation market. It's more of a cash flow market.
yeah,
And I'm pretty sure Rondo's getting ready the next distribution on it. Um, I mean, it's fair. Like it's a fair deal. Like the price point, the cash, like that ratio, the monthly cash or the monthly revenue to the purchase price is high compared to a lot of the nation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so when Tracy exited, did you guys have to turn around and take cash out of the property when you guys split up on that, or
Yeah.
No, so the way we bought is each of our holding companies got some equity. Like my holding company, hers, Kaipo, LD. Well, that's a different story. Oh, but trying to get them to get one. But anyway, and then our operating entity is called Taco Viva, and that also got some.
yeah,
And so, yeah, she just maintained hers.
okay,
Um, in 2 months, we're coming out with the co-living 301, and we're going to dive more into that, like the entities, like how we buy, the team structure. Like
yeah,
we're gonna do it's gonna be 8 weeks, and it's gonna show our org chart, who's in charge of what. Like it's gonna show a lot. And I think it'll answer a lot of the common questions that we get.
yeah.
It'll
I
be for
know.
the audience that already has at least one or two co-living deals, and they're like, all right, I want 10, I want 20.
Yeah, yeah. I know it's like what we're finding out as far as dealing with like the 501c3s and stuff. lot of, as far as going out for the grants and things like that, they want to have, they want you to have your LLCs and all that structured and been, set up and going for like 5, 10 years,
Yeah.
or, a proven track record some way, somehow. So yeah, we're going out and trying to find more of the people who have already had their set up and operating, to then be able to partner up with them and
Yeah.
say,
Like
okay,
plug in.
yeah,
Yeah. The only person I personally know like would feel confident like going full throttle with grants and everything is Luz Ramirez. She has a strong background. I don't know what she charges, but I know she's done extensive work in that field.
I think it has Pace turned. What happened to the people that Pace was bringing on board for doing the grant writing and stuff, that did the big beautiful bill that he was turning over? I guess he was giving the OC access to them, but I haven't really heard him talk much about that anymore.
Hmm. I'm not sure. I don't think I followed that one closely.
Yeah, he said they were actually helping him um get like cell phone towers and stuff and do all the grant writing. And
Hmm.
he's like, they're not going to charge you guys personally. They're writing in their cost to the government, and then they take their portion when they get the grants accepted, and then disperse it back to you guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So
All right. All right, let's see. Um, unless you had something else, Devin. I know
no, we're good.
Robert had a
Yeah,
question from Robert's been going to a bunch of meetups with us.
Hey,
What's up, man? It's
um,
been a week.
yeah. So a week ago, I went to hear you talk, and then I ended up talking with LD in the back the whole time. So I only caught bits and pieces. But at one point, you had said somebody had asked, I think, along the lines of like the overall cost of getting into like a new build project, like you've been doing, was like 150 to 200. Did I hear that correctly? Or I was trying to. I asked Luke on the Tuesday one.
Oh, in Jacksonville or
Yeah,
at the meetup?
Yeah. I asked Luke on Tuesday, like, say hypothetically, I snap my fingers at 200 grand in my checking account tomorrow. Like, what would that look like? Like, as far as getting just doing like a new build pad split.
All right, let me show you. So it depends how you did it. And this is one of the most common questions we're getting. And right, there it is. So the 7.7s, the people that build those in Jacksonville, they've done maybe three, four, or five. So they have some experience. And that would probably cost by the time furniture, they're gonna tell you 20% down, but just don't believe them. Just assume 25, 30. And then furniture closing costs, you're probably gonna be closer to like 100 grand down. And then if you want reserves, that's your own thing or decision. So 100, 120. In Texas though, you are gonna be closer to like low 200s. And so then it also depends like on ours. Like here, I'll show you. I want to show you this is a project that we're going to release soon. And but the reason I'm showing it to you is I want to show you like the LTV that I'm putting in. So there's the hard money, 70%, and then the DSCR, like all the lenders, and some people have heard us talk about this at nauseum, but they tell you 75% LTV, 80%, but it's just not real. Like they get you in their funnel, you paid for an appraisal, you need to close, and then boom, they tell you 67% LTV. So you have to like magically come up with another 50, 80 grand. And so like in our underwriting, I typically am doing anywhere from 60 to 65 for the DSCR. And that's with us having like we have a decent network by now. And that's with us having the best contacts we could find for DSCRs.
So you're looking at 500 to get into that deal.
Yeah, this one is going to be like this one's 28 beds, 28 baths.
Okay.
So it'll be 2 duplexes.
Okay. So like, would that be half if you were only doing like it'd probably be a little over half if you're just doing like a 12.
Yeah. And that's with us
Okay.
setting aside like 30 grand per duplex for reserves. That's with furnishing. That's all the first closing costs, the hard money and the land, the second closing costs on the refi, that's all of it factored in.
Yeah. So if I had personally had like say 250, would that be realistic to get into a like a new build of like a 10 or 12?
Yeah. All right, let me show you. This is something we're gonna we're not gonna publicly do it, but it's something we are doing or exploring. Um, Let me pull it up. So we're only gonna do this with partners, like some sort of vetting. But this person is a partner and he's gonna buy the lot next to us. Like ultimately, we're buying the whole chunk of land. We're gonna sell him a third of it, and then he's gonna plug into all our contractors, like all our systems, and we're gonna build it in tandem side by side. And so by doing it like that, then yes, I'd say like his total out of pocket is about 250.
Okay. That's for how many
Um,
units?
his will be 1414.
Okay.
So 28.
And then what kind of cash flow
Well,
comes off of that?
so his is 14
Guesstimation.
beds.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
14. Monthly cash flow.
Okay.
Yeah, little, just call it 4 grand.
That's yeah,
And then
it's just in my head it cost more money to get into it than I thought.
And then this, like you could see, watch how this changes. This is your own risk appetite. Like our Reeves refi, it does look like we can get 70% LTV. So I'm going to change this from 65% to 70. And you see how much that drops, like 30, 35 grand, the total out of pocket. But it's up to you, like, if you can handle a surprise, and they do say 65%. But yeah, I mean, in Houston, you can just call it 250 to be safe. You might be able to do like 200, and that's going to get you the 14 beds, 14 baths. You might be able to do like a 10-10 for less. We could talk more on that. But yeah, I know you and your brother-in-law are exploring some things, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But
yeah,
okay, yeah,
well,
that was
are you going to the meetup next week, Tuesday?
yeah, yeah. I was hoping
We
my dad
could,
would be down here to go too, but it looks like they're still up in Ohio.
yeah.
So
Yeah, we could brainstorm Tuesday more on it,
okay.
in a lot more detail. Well,
I'll let
cool.
yeah, Christine can take the floor here.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Christine, it's been a bit.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good.
Uh,
Every time we speak, you're exploring something new. What's on your radar?
Well, I just got my oldest daughter's wedding out of the way, so I'm feeling like 100 pounds lighter. So I haven't got anything new, unfortunately. But I do have some
Well,
questions.
before you jump in those questions, I want to say I saw your story, your Valentine's story on Facebook.
I posted a story.
Yeah. Wasn't that you?
I hope it
The,
wasn't.
oh my goodness, am I messing someone up? Like the having to run the key to a contractor?
I don't think it was, but I do have employees that do stories for our business. So maybe
Mhm.
that was it.
It may have been. I don't know. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I like have panic strike me. I'm like, did I accidentally post something that I shouldn't have? So anyway. Um, okay, so my question is, with that partner that you are partnering with, where you are splitting the lot, does he just get his own DSCR loan and then he comes up with his own 250? Is that how he's financing it? Do you mind me asking?
Yeah, um I believe what he's gonna do is just he's gonna buy it, like the land, just himself. He has the capital. He has all the capital, but he does want to raise capital. So he's gonna front it. He's gonna front the 250. And I mean, he could just buy the land at first if he wanted. It's really up
Uh-huh.
to him and then
Uh-huh.
raise. So there's a couple
Okay.
different ways, but yeah.
Okay, cool. And then as far as I was just kind of looking and checking out Houston lots. And I know that deed restrictions are a common thing out there. How have you guys dealt with that? Are you buying lots that are not deed restricted, or do you find ways around it?
We haven't honestly encountered it much.
Really?
Like
So they're all like
yeah.
subdividable lots?
hmm Yeah, like on this one, the seller's trying to sell 30,000 square feet, but we only want half. And so he's gonna re initiate the replatting of it, and then we'll
Uh-huh.
close on it.
Oh, cool. Cool. So, what is the ideal lot size that you guys are looking at for the typical house that you're building?
I mean, honestly, Reeves was pretty good. Like it's 5,000 square foot, and then the footprint is 24, a little over 2,400 square feet of the actual house.
Oh, wow.
And so then I think it was you commented on, yeah, like 2 months ago, you're like, that's a lot of parking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, it could fit in the all the paved area. It could probably fit 7 cars.
Oh, okay. Okay. And a 5,000 square foot lot will fit all that. I guess if you're building up, it
Yeah.
will work.
I mean, you
Cool.
could go a little more, but I mean, I think it fit well. Technically, that even had a little backyard.
Nice. And then I've got one more question, just clarifying. You mentioned Luz Ramirez. Who is that and what was it about? Something about financing, DSCRs?
No, so well, hold on. Let me backtrack. All right. First, in terms of DSCRs, this is this is actually the single best person that I know. And this is our link. If you put our name, he might give us a kickback. I don't know. But
Huh.
he's done 150 co-living DSCRs. His name's
Luz has?
Fernando.
Oh,
Um,
Fernando. Okay, I've heard of him. Yeah.
like there are he's the king of co-living DSCRs, in my opinion. There are others
Okay.
that do them or try, but he's completed 150 co-living DSCRs.
Is he just like a broker?
Mhm.
Okay.
But
I think you did a
he's the type,
podcast with him, didn't you?
yeah, yeah. He's the type though that if something goes wrong in the deal or whatever's, he can make a call and it goes away. I don't know what
Oh,
he does or
cool.
says, but like he's very experienced. He's been in the
He,
Cool.
game a while.
he's with the mafia, so be careful.
He
Where
kind of looks
others
like it.
like there's a on the Reeves refi right now, we are trying to diversify, give someone else a chance to do it, and she's just not gonna be able to probably pull through.
Oh,
Like
shoot. Okay. Hmm.
I mean she could, but the terms are just awful.
Hmm.
But yeah, but
Hmm.
Luz though, to circle back, I just wanted to highlight that because people ask us a lot. The co-living DSCRs, in short, he's the king. Luz though, she is in Owners Club Chicago. I think she actually like works for Owners Club now, but she has an extensive background with grants. And so like getting government money, like there's a whole science to it. And so
Wow.
yeah,
Have you done any grants?
I haven't, no. I haven't grants or nonprofits. We haven't gone down those routes because I personally haven't seen anything that's scalable yet. Like we'd
Mhm.
spend all this time and energy and get like maybe one property accomplished. It's
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
or we could have spent that time and energy doing a lot of other things and bought three properties, like
Mhm.
raising capital instead of the grant money.
Yeah. Yeah. Like anything government related is probably a lot more red tape too.
Like even HUD-VASH, like HUD-VASH is a common VA way to fill homes. And my dad works for the VA. Like he has a secret clearance with the government, all these things. And even when I ask him like, "Hey, how do we fill these homes with vets?" It's not for the faint of heart. Like it's
Huh.
yeah.
Huh. Well, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that cleared a few things up for me. Thank you.
Yeah. Before I jump to Robert, Christine, I'm pulling up this sheet, the Houston trip. You cannot go May 26th through 28th, but you're good for the 30th, Saturday.
I believe so. Is that Labor Day weekend?
I think it's the weekend before. It's something weird, wasn't it?
Memorial Day.
Oh yeah,
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. And I thought Audrey couldn't go or something. It's her anniversary. It's just so tough juggling everybody's calendars.
Audrey. She can't go the 23rd through 25th. So the 30th,
Oh,
at least
okay.
what everyone put on the sheet. Shirley, are you on the sheet? Shirley's not on the
No, I'm
sheet.
not on the sheet. I plan to go and I'm open in May.
All right, I'm gonna text you right now the sheet.
Okay, thank you.
And the 30th
Yeah,
is what day?
Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Is that to visit the Reeves house?
This one,
Oh,
so Luke is in charge of this, so I know part of the details. This one is primarily for people that did 20K or above on Tarly, but also anyone that is I think 60K and above, like on any properties. Luke is inviting. So yeah, here, let me send the sheet. All right, I just texted it to you. So Fran, you'd be able to go. I just saw your message. Awesome. All right, Robert, we have 5 minutes.
I just had a quick piggy. Is Fernando the that guy we're talking to in Jax?
Yep.
Okay. I was putting two and two together. I just wanted to clarify.
I think too. I don't know if it was just for the Jacksonville meetup. Um, but I think he's doing free appraisals right now. Like he'll pay for your appraisal.
Yeah, I heard him mention
I,
that.
I don't know what vetting he's doing because I mean that's not cheap. But yeah, it's like $800 is the one. He also I think right now actually I'm in a text thread with him, Luke, and Emily. I think the appraisal's at Reeves right now that he hired.
I have one more question
Yeah.
on Reeves, if I may.
Yeah.
Um, I think you mentioned or posted or something that the partners can leverage something for their own construction loans out of Reeves. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, that's a perfect question. So on the builds, I'd say the top two most difficult things about building the co-living generally, unless you're buying turnkey, like what Garrett was describing earlier, a lot of the times you have to get the loan and then you're working with the contractor and building it. And it's qualifying. So there you go. A lot of the lenders, unless you got like a good connection, they want to see that you've built and either sold or built and refied three projects in like the past 24 months, maybe 36 months. But since you're on Reeves with us, like it's not just a simple JV, like you're in the operating agreement. it counts as a project for you. So it's easier for you to qualify for loans on your own.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
He
I'd
does.
say that, and then just finding a contractor to work with. Those are the two big hurdles for these new builds.
Real quick, Dustin, is that the minimum you need is 3? Because like I know I'm I'll be on with you guys, but that's only one HUD I'd be on.
It
So
depends on the lender. Like Luke has a lot of strong connections by now. Like we've helped just funnel so much traffic to him.
yeah.
Like there's actually on Tarly, we're not using true hard money. We found a private money lender. He uses a line of credit, and then the terms are a little higher. Like it's a little more expensive. I think it's like 3 points and like 13 or 14%. But he leverages the contractor's resume. And so ultimately, as long as you have like over a 700 credit score, you can qualify. But that's like that I wouldn't expect that. Like that's an outlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, depending on where you're building and stuff and who you're working with, like I would just if you're trying to build something on your own, I would hit up Luke. Like Luke has all our best lending connections.
Okay. Yeah, we've been in contact with Jada, and then I'm not sure if you know her or not.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
we
know
know Jada.
Jada.
Okay, yeah. That's kind of who we're talking to. And then Mercedes, the girl from Flight, was saying that she has a connection too that they've been working with each other for a while. So I'm not sure if like maybe using her resource would be better because they already have that working relationship.
Potentially. I mean, they've only done like keep in mind though, Mercedes, she's an agent that represents flight builders.
Yeah.
Um, they've only done when because I walked one probably 4 months ago, FaceTimed LD, and I think they'd only done three back then.
Okay.
So it's like they've done whoever her referral is has done three co-living, where like Fernando has done 150. I know
Yeah.
Jada's done a good amount. I like both Fernando and Jada.
Okay.
I would say if it came down to it, and I had to pick one, I like Jada a lot. But if I like had to bet money is going to close, I'd actually go with Fernando.
Okay. Gotcha. When you guys walk the property, because I don't even know like what a 7-7 looks like with what they do. Was it like decent? Was it nice? Like,
LD, what are your
I did
thoughts?
not like it at all. And that's not me being
yeah,
biased.
yeah,
I just like Dustin called me up. He's like, "Bro, look at this. This is really cool." And I said, "Well, where's the parking?" He's like, "Well, there's not really any parking." And I said,
Yeah,
"Okay, well, let's go inside of it." And it was dark, and it was a hallway that went all the way from the front to the back, and it had rooms along it. And I
nice.
just go, it feels really dark and dreary. So if you want a 7-7 and you use that floor plan, and you've got people that really just need a place to stay, it'll work. But I wouldn't live there myself.
Yeah.
And when I travel, I stay in hostels and I sleep in buses. I sleep on floors and hammocks. I'll sleep basically anywhere.
Hmm.
But they have a product, and like the way it's set up is really cool. And
Yeah.
I don't want to talk trash on anyone. Like they're providing a service, but I wasn't excited about what Dustin showed me.
yeah. I think if they have room to improve, I think if they push the house back, like they could have pushed it into like back right corner, for example. There would
Hmm.
have been a lot more room for parking.
Hmm.
But with the one I walked, it literally had two parking spots.
Mm, okay.
Like they
That's a
could have
good
been
one
a
because she
lot more
sounded
creative.
right. She sounded familiar with like the co-living concept, being close to public transit, this, that, and everything else. So I thought, I just assumed that she would know about parking too, but that's definitely a question that I will bring up to her.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's worth exploring them. Just take it whatever they're telling you with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
like I went to their presentation. I've talked to them a lot. I mean, their numbers were a little, when I was looking at their numbers, I thought they were high.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Okay.
I think it's worth at least exploring more.
Yeah, fully.
Patty, I just messaged you through Zoom that link.
Thank
And
you.
then Dustin,
Oh,
yeah, Dustin. Sorry, go ahead, Patty.
to visit Reeves in May. Is that the link?
Yeah, it's primarily Tarly, but
Oh, Charlie.
since
Okay.
you're above that threshold, you're definitely welcome to join.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
And then
cool.
Dustin, I just wanted to throw this out there because I feel a little bit bad talking a little trash on flight builders. I don't remember super well. I'm sure you're the one who walked the property. I'm sure it was a little bit nicer than what I'm explaining.
No, I mean it was nice. The only negatives I had to say about it was the lack of parking, and then I think you were more picky about the rectangle style. But for
Okay.
me, it was the parking and then the neighborhood. Like our neighborhoods, they're like the C plus, where the one that I walked is like a D neighborhood.
Mm.
Like you definitely wouldn't be out at night. Where ours, it's like you could be out at night, but
You
like
could be.
this one, it was like you would not in any way, shape, or form be out at night.
Okay. Okay.
But other than that, I mean, it's up to you though, ultimately where you're building it. Like you can be picky. Like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah, it's just they kind of already have the plot, like they already have the land pre-picked out, and it's more like me and Tim would be like, oh, okay, we like this one in this area code, build here,
Just tell them, Garrett, the customer is always right.
Customers always right, yeah,
Like Garrett, they're gonna make probably 80 grand off you.
yeah,
So it's like you're allowed to be picky
yeah,
about where your lot is.
okay,
Like if they have their build crew dialed in, and they probably do, because they
Mhm.
build other things, it's probably 80 to 100 grand that they'll
Mhm.
make.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
very
all right,
good.
gang. I I hear it getting rowdy out there. I'm on baby duty, 4 minutes late.
Uh-oh.
Patty, thank you for making it.
Thank you so
Love to see
much.
you.
Are you guys
Brother.
going to share this recording with us?
Yeah, I'll make sure
Okay,
Rocky sends it out.
that'd be great.
Yeah, Shirley, thanks for jumping on.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I
Brandon,
always
Brandon,
enjoy the
Robert.
Golden Gate Bridge.
I
Yeah,
wish I was there.
Me too.
awesome. All right, everyone, thanks. And then those go into that Tarly trip. We'll be coming out. Luke or Rocky will be sending some info out soon. But it does look like everyone, believe it or not, can go on the 30th. That's on that sheet. So, all right. Okay, have a good night.
Thank
No.
See ya.
you.
Thanks, guys.